Hi, I'm Grace, and what happened to me might just blow your mind. I've always had a fabulous life. My dad was the #1 plastic surgeon in the country. All the Hollywood celebrities used his services. We were like semi-royalty. You have no idea how often I walked in to find celebrities in our living room. OMG, it's T. Brezzy!
Yeah, it's me. Your dad told me you were a fan, so I popped in to say hello.
Selfie for Instagram? People would die! Unable to contain my excitement, I grabbed my phone and called Flora right away. Flora, you won't believe who I took a selfie with. T. Brezzy! Yeah, he's here! In the moment I hung up, Flora appeared right in front of me in the blink of an eye. Is he still here? I ran as fast as I could. Oh, it's him. Hi, Mr. Brezzy. Marry me? Flora and I have been friends since forever. We are both divas, and everyone at school worships us. We weren't just best friends. Flora was also my right hand in everything, from picking outfits to co-leading the cheer squad with me. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Tammy, stick to the routine. What is wrong with you? Must be all that holiday weight. Excuse me? You are not cheer captain, so you didn't get to talk to me like that, you Grace wannabe. Hey, Flora and I are the same. If Flora says lose weight, then lose weight. You will be respectful or leave my squad. Fine, good riddance. Okay, sometimes Flora can be a little feisty, but it's just who she is. She has a colorful personality. Deep down, she is a lovely soul. Of course, I understood her. We were absolute besties. Not only were we close, but our families were tight too. Flora's dad was a rich businessman. Not a celebrity, not famous, but definitely rich. I'm thinking we will do our annual joint family vacation in Greece again this year. Ugh, Greece again? The sun is just too hot there. I kind of want to go to Spain. Oh, I didn't know you had such a bad time last year. Okay, this time we will go to Spain. See, that's the key to a long-lasting friendship like ours. Compromise. She'd speak, and I'd listen, and we'd never fight. That's Hank, my love. We've been dating since middle school, and we are soulmates.
Hey, sweetie. The vending machine had your favorite chocolate. This was the last one.
Thank you, honey. He was so perfect. Besides being the most handsome boy in school and the football captain, he was also the sweetest boyfriend in the world.
So romantic. Do those without boyfriends not deserve chocolates? One for you too, Flora.
My life was more than perfect. It was fantabulous. Until one afternoon after school, I walked out of our Rolls Royce to find my home flooded by the police. What is happening?
I'm being investigated for malpractice after a TikTok trend accused me of using expired drugs. Now my license is suspended and my assets are frozen.
Is it true, Dad?
Of course not. I've practiced for almost 20 years and I've always been professional.
What are we going to do, Dad? My life crumbled to dust that random afternoon in May. The whole world was shunning my family, except the press. Celebrities who used to hang out at my house were putting out disclaimers and distancing themselves from my family. As soon as Flora heard the news, she came straight to my house. How can anyone believe your dad could do stuff like this? This feels planned. Thank God we're not getting kicked out of this house. Thank you. It means the world that you believe me. Gosh, I forgot about practice for the upcoming Big Spring Fest. That's right. I've been out of school for a week now, and I wonder how the squad's been managing without a leader. Actually, I am the cheer captain now. I'm only holding on to it till you come back. So sorry I didn't tell you. It's okay. I'm happy the squad is in great hands while I get better. The shame was overwhelming. I skipped all the spring break activities and delayed school for nearly 2 weeks. I just stayed home, scrolling through my friends' updates on Instagram. I texted Flora and Hank, but neither replied. Maybe they were just too busy with all the events. After the break, even though I wasn't ready, I had no choice but to return to school. I wouldn't let gossip scare me. This was my kingdom after all, and I still had Flora and Hank by my side. Hey, Flora! Ready for cheer practice today? Grace? I thought you needed time. Yeah, it was rough, but I can't run forever. I'm better now, and there's still so much I want to do with you. I thought everything would be fine, that my school life would soon get back on track. But I was wrong. As I stepped onto the practice field, the once lively atmosphere suddenly fell into an awkward silence. Hi, squad. So happy to be back. I saw the routine you guys did at the Spring Fest. So dope. Can we run it back? Like to change some stuff. Grace, we had an emergency meeting, and everyone wants me to stay as cheer captain. Their parents don't want them around someone like you. What does that even mean? Who said that? Say it to my face, you coward! I couldn't understand why I was being treated like I had a contagious disease. I did not deserve this! But what hurt most was my best friend doing a full 180. Instead of taking my side, Flora suddenly acted cold and distant to me. I walked down the hall, weighed down by sadness. I reached for my phone to call Hank, hoping for comfort. Just as my fingers hovered over his name, I looked up, and there he was, already walking toward me.
Grace?
Baby, I've been calling you. Today has been a nightmare.
Yeah, I heard you raged out like Hulk. The squad is terrified.
What?
Grace, the team feels you should step back for a while.
Why were you so heartless when I got kicked out?
I just think you are unstable right now.
Unstable? That word pierced my heart like 1,000 needles. My life was falling apart, and my boyfriend thought I was unstable. I looked over at the table where Flora and the other cheer squad members were sitting. Those old friends of mine still looked so happy without me. I stood there, unsure where to sit, until 2 people came over and invited me to join their table. Thanks for caring about me. You both look familiar.
I'm Theo, and she's Lynn. We've been in your class since middle school.
That's embarrassing.
You are a snob, and you only talk to popular people. She didn't mean it that way. Lynn is autistic. She has 0 filters. I don't think your dad is guilty. I followed the case. Something doesn't make sense. I'm working on it. She also thinks she's a detective.
Because I am.
How do you feel about Flora and Hank?
What happened to them?
Nothing. Lynn, that's enough. What? Everyone saw them at the Spring Fest. I saw them kissing.
All I could hear was my heartbeat. Without thinking, I bolted to my old table. Tell me the thing about you and Hank isn't true.
What if it is?
What? Are you stealing my life? First my cheer squad, now my boyfriend?
Stole? Correction? They chose me instead of you.
Right then, I saw Hank walk in. I ran to him and dragged him over to Flora. It was time for the truth. Just the 3 of us. Hank, what about those ridiculous rumors that you and Flora are dating?
Grace, please stop making a scene.
I was stunned by the reaction of that jerk of a boyfriend. All eyes turned to us, and the crowd buzzed with whispers. I gave him such a wicked slap and ran out of the cafeteria. I never thought that my boyfriend and best friend would betray me. Eyes filled with tears, I ran as fast as I could, then broke down and cried for hours.
Hello? We've been looking for you.
What for? Stay away from me. Get close and they'll hate you too.
People didn't like us to begin with anyway.
I thought my life would stay in the dark forever until Lynn and Theo came along and lit it up again. They were always there for me, talking, hanging out with me whenever they had time. Those 2 months made me realize that my life was still amazing in its way, with real friends by my side. Even though school life was getting better, seeing my ex-boyfriend and ex-best friend all lovey-dovey still made it hard for me to accept. Suddenly, I heard footsteps rushing toward me. It was Lynn and Theo.
That couple always gives me the creeps. Don't waste your tears on someone who's not worth it, buddy.
I'm totally fine.
They're a match made in hell. Honestly, you must have been blind to fall for Hank back then. She doesn't understand social cues. Sorry about that.
She's not wrong. But how have you stayed friends with her all this time?
Being a friend is loving a person completely, even when they occasionally drive you crazy.
I remembered all my old friends, and it hurt. They never loved me completely. Then they invited me to volunteer at a soup kitchen, promising it would be super fun. And of course, how could I possibly escape Lynn's daily persuasive speeches? So I agreed. I mean, I had nothing better to do, and trying something new might just help time pass a little faster. And the soup kitchen? It was greater than I could imagine. The people were kind, warm, and so lovely. Thank you guys for letting me come. It was great.
You are welcome.
Suddenly, I saw Lynn freeze for a moment, squinting as she stared off into the distance.
Huh, isn't that Flora? What's a stuck-up girl like her doing in a place like this slum anyway?
I turned to look in the direction Lynn was staring, and it was Flora. She was walking out of a house, looking all shady, but I didn't think much of it. After that day, I started going to the soup kitchen every day after school to help. Sometimes alone, sometimes with Theo. The people loved Theo because he always played tunes on his guitar and got everyone to dance. It was so shocking that I had never noticed such an amazing guy in my class all this time. He was handsome and smart and witty and... Oh, no, I can't think like that. He is just a friend. Prom was right around the corner, and we were going as a trio. Prom king and queen were so obvious, and I prepared myself for heartbreak when I would hear their names. But then something unbelievable happened. On the prom night, we were dancing and trying to have fun when Lynn burst in. I knew it! I told you your dad was innocent! What? I tracked all the tweets about your dad. All 563 of them were coming from the same address. So I went there and boom, it's all fake. The videos, all AI. At this point, everyone was listening to Lynn. Someone even turned off the music. But my dad doesn't have enemies. Who would do that? Your dad doesn't, but you do. And I know who did it. Remember when you saw Flora sneaking out of that shady house? I had a hunch, looked into it, and nailed it. Turns out, she paid the guy living there to make fake videos to ruin your dad. I would never go to that part of town, you crazy girl. I confronted him, warned him about the legal consequences, and he confessed everything. All the recorded evidence is saved right here on my phone. The moment Lynn finished her sentence, Flora lunged forward, trying to snatch the phone from her hand. That only confirmed her involvement in all those awful actions. She used to be my best friend. How could she do this to me? Why? Weren't we friends once? You wish. Don't act like a victim. Perfect Grace gets the best life, the best boyfriend, and celebrities come to her birthday. I just needed to humble you. You destroyed my family just because you were jealous? I wasn't jealous. I hated you. Flora's confession left everyone speechless, and then she exploded, throwing things in anger. She even kicked and screamed till security carried her out. I deserved your life! I hate you!
Absolutely insane.
Out of nowhere, Hank showed up and walked over, pretending to care about me.
I never thought Flora would be like that. Grace, the only one I've truly loved is you. Can we get back together?
At that moment, all I felt was a chill looking at that fake face. Thankfully, Theo stepped in and helped me get away from that jerk with ease. I eventually found out Flora had serious mental health issues. Her family knew about it but kept it hidden, afraid it would bring shame to their name. Flora refused to admit it or get help, which only made her spiral further. But now, she has to face the truth and take responsibility for what she's done. After the last prom ended in chaos and got canceled, the school decided to hold a new one so we could experience it properly. Look on the bright side. You lost fake friends, but gained 2 real ones. Though I might become a third wheel for you two soon. What? No, we just...
Come on, you two. Be honest with yourselves.
The whole room went still, all eyes on us, and I felt so awkward. Theo smiled and suddenly pulled me into him, then kissed me. For a moment, the world faded, and it felt like I had stepped straight into a scene from one of those romantic TV dramas. Yay! My best friends are in love! Woohoo! My dad was vindicated, and everything was restored. Flora was checked into a mental institution for behavioral problems. My life went back to normal, but this time I had friends who actually loved me, and I spent all my spare time helping poor people. Never let betrayal steal your faith and kindness. Good people are all around us, ready to help us heal. But instead of waiting, be the one who gives first. Kindness given always finds its way back, often in ways you never expect.